Welcome to Company African 2. This is a bonus chit chat because I had mentioned this in a video earlier about acting and making it and not being able to make these videos or whatever. That was a kink. Y'all saw that. Anyhow, I want you to understand, alright? One, acting is a cutthroat business. It is not all peaches and rainbows. I mean, once you make it, yeah, peaches and rainbows for somebody. Getting discovered is the hard part. Being successful also depends on your fan base as well as your skills at acting. You know, and like I said, I got a friend that was telling me I should try theater, and again told him it's not for me. And in one of these videos that I passed before this one, I did some fucked up ass Shakespeare. I even changed my voice. I even did my incoming message Miguel voice. If you're watching this right now, then I'm probably in the shower, which I'm going to post these before I get in the shower. So when I get out of the shower, I should be set to go to do my 3 songs. But here's the thing, man. And if you're not into acting, you're gonna need this to understand why actors try so hard. The fruit is worth the reward if you can last long enough to get to the fruit. Alright? And the thing with that is, I don't want to just limit myself to kung fu stuff. Like I said, if I get the chance to work, there's only 4 genres that I want. Outside of voiceovers, because I would love to be a voiceover actor, because then I don't have to work that hard. Just show up, talk a little strange, and then get some change. So, the way I see it, I like kung fu films. That would be my top priority, so I can show off my kung fu skills. Second thing, scary movies and science fiction movies. That's pretty much the 3 genres I want. And then the fourth thing would be anything child friendly, which is why I had to work on my cussing. Now, I'm not saying that Disney's going to pop up and say, hey, we got a child show. You want to play the parent? I'm not going to say no. But, what's going to be the story? Because clearly you can see that I'm mixed. So what's going to be the story? And does the story center around me or does it center around children? What's the base? So let's say that the story centers around children, but I am the bad guy. I'm the bad guy that comes there and I either kidnap children like the Pied Piper or some dumb, crazy fucking shit. It's Disney, so it's not going to be too wicked. But let's say I'm the bad guy. Am I going to take the job? Yes, I am. You know why? Because as much as I don't want to play the bad guy, I want to work. So, and this way I can get my face out there, and I'm going to be the best bad guy you've ever seen. So, it'd be like, let's say, I would be like the Grinch or something. So, yeah. I know I'm not allowed to cuss because it's Disney, but, I'm going to take the job, because I don't look like a bad person, which would make it more interesting for me to be the bad person. But, you have to understand when it comes down to acting, you're going to hear no a lot. As a mixed person, all I've heard is no. Alright? All I've heard is no. And we all know that Kevin Feige moves in shadows, so if you guys can reach out to Kevin Feige and tell him that Echo Fangray Wolf is with 99 and he would love to work on one of the Marvel superhero shows, preferably Echo. But, truth be told, he wants his own show, and he wants to play one of the 5 following natives. Shaman, from the First Nations in Alpha Flight. Wyatt Wingfoot, ex-boyfriend of She-Hulk. American Eagle, Red Wolf 1, 2, and 3. And Jesse Blackcrow. He is open to playing Puma. He is open to playing Scalp Hunter. but you're going to have to be open to retconning their height. Anyway, moving on. Acting is something that makes me happy. All right? Since you understand, being in front of the camera, this is genuine. This isn't me putting on a show or anything like that. I'm good, but I'm not that good. Which is why I don't do theater. Because you have to be great to be theater. Get those voices out of your head. They're in mine. But anyway, the thing with theater work, and why I have never tried for theater, if I got to go up on that stage and entertain people, and I didn't have a script, and it could just be comedy, like I'm an opening act, I can do that for 15 minutes. Now, I'm probably going to have to dodge a couple of tomatoes, because my jokes aren't funny. I'm funny looking, that's about the funniest thing about me. And that joke will probably be the only thing that gets them over. It's like, hello everybody, my name is Echo Fan Grey Wolf. Nice to meet you all. In case you haven't noticed, I'm a mixed person. So, I'm not mixed up. I'm just mixed biologically. I have some native in me. I have some white in me. I have some black in me. Now, they're not literally in me. I don't roll that way. But they're there, biologically. I don't like corn. It's the first person that gives me any corn. We're going to have a fight. And if you think that I like horses, I don't, because I am afraid of horses. I'm probably the weirdest native you've ever met. I don't do rain dances. Now, because I don't know exactly what tribe I'm from now, because there's some slight confusion, I'm probably just pissed off a few natives watching, so I'm sorry for that. I'm on my reconnecting journey, and here's the thing. We were told Cherokee. Amongst my research, I'm either Cherokee on one side or both. It's possibly I'm Chickahominy on one side. Alright? So we're working on that. Anyway, that there, except for that last part, was performative acting. Alright? So what kind of jokes can I do that won't be offensive? Would be the thing. If I'm up on this stage and let's say I'm an opening act for any famous comedian, doesn't matter who it is. So we're gonna set the stage now. I'm an opening act for any comedian. Doesn't matter who you pick. I'm gonna tell some jokes. But before I tell these jokes, I want to make sure that I apologize because they may be offensive to blacks, whites, and natives. But because I am mixed black, white, and native, it doesn't make it okay for me to say the jokes, but it doesn't make it un-okay for me to say the jokes. Alright? But I'm also not going to do it in one of those thick native accents that they have on TikTok, or like the stereotype that they do in the cartoons from Froghorn, Leghorn, and all that other crap. Not going to do that shit. Alright? Because that I truly find offensive. You, paleface, you, hobo, I shoot arrow through bow and through you. That is offensive. Okay? So we're not going to do any of that shit. No. As a mixed person, I limit myself to racial jokes. Alright? Because I've been the victim of racism all my freaking life. The last thing I want to do is influence people to have a moment where they think they're saying something racist is okay. So, let's go. Are you ready? I'm in character now, as myself, in character, opening up for any comedian. Ready? Here we go. Hello everyone, I'm Echo Fan Grey Wolf. I'm the opening act. Let me first start by telling y'all, I'm not a funny person, but I am funny looking. Alright? That's right. I am very funny looking. You know why I'm funny looking? It's because I'm mixed. That's right. I'm mixed. I'm part native, I'm part black, I'm part white. So I have white in me, I have black in me, I have native in me. But they're not in me the way you think they're in me. My asshole says exit only. Remember that. Now, I'm going to be the strangest native you've ever met. Because I'm afraid of horses. Now, before you go thinking, all natives like horses. Not this one. I got bit by a horse when I was a child. somebody didn't teach me how to feed the damn thing right. Every time I see a horse, think a horse, talk about a horse. My thumb and my middle finger burn. That shit's for real. They're burning right now. Anyway, I wish I could touch y'all so y'all can feel that shit. Traumatic response. Back in the character now. I try to get along with everybody. No, I don't smoke the peace pipe. Smoking is bad for you. Regardless if you're smoking the peace pipe, smoking is bad. What you do behind closed doors, if you want to smoke, go ahead and get a toke. Alright? Y'all can tell this is clearly going badly, right? This is why I can't do theater. I did not purposely fuck that up. But I knew it was time for me to stop when I said, if you want to smoke behind closed doors, go ahead and get a toke and take your smoke. As you can see, that went south. And the reason why I can't do theater is because that's going to happen. That's going to happen. I will be in the middle of a line and ROH. Okay. Ring of Honor or something. In the middle of a performance, you can't afford to have that shit happen. Which is why TV and streaming is great for me. Because any line that I fuck up, shoot it again. It's no big deal. We'll just shoot it again. Shoot it again. 20 takes later. Shoot it again. I got it right this time. It wasn't you. It's 5 other people that fucked it up this time. Damn. But, through the power of movie magic, that one good clip that I did, and those 250 good clips they did, they can make that shit work. You understand why I need to be on TV instead of theater. Because I know I'm going to fuck shit up. I already know. And I'm not going to fuck up the physical part. You know, I know this is my mark. I stop at this mark. I extend my foot this far. The guy on the other end has to know where the camera is and how to roll. If I'm throwing an inside to outside crescent kick, which is going this way, he needs to roll this way. If I'm throwing an outside to an inside crescent kick, he needs to roll that way. So the physical part, I'm not going to fuck up. Because that's the easy part. The lines. Remembering what to say. That's the hard part. And a lot of people are like, well, acting doesn't seem that difficult. It depends on your branch of acting. Alright? Theater, you gotta be on point. You cannot fuck that shit up. And I am the king of the impossible. I will fuck that shit up. But physical acting, you know, my only job is to say that this is the job. I'm about to get into a fight with a dude. I gotta give him an outside to inside crescent kick, which means I'm kicking this way from my outside to my inside. His job is to roll to the right. He lands down, I land facing with my back behind him. That's how a barbarian fights. Then I walk off. Can't fuck that up. You really can't. Unless I kick him and I forgot my line because I'm so fucking excited about it. Which has happened. Which is why when I film, we film with 4 different cameras and 4 different angles so that we can get it all. So we can film the fight scene 3 times and then film the dialogue. Like pick up right after I kick the guy in the face. And that's how a superhero fights. You know, that's how a barbarian fights. That one's for you, Kevin Sorbo. I don't really support your political ideology. But anyway, still like Hercules. You know, TV series. I like the Andromeda too. Just putting that out there. But as far as for who you voted for, Kevin Sorbo, I am not a fan of that guy. Anyway, moving on. The thing with acting is being given that chance and being discovered. That is the gist of it. Everybody will work out the acting part because if you're on TV, you got long days, some nights, and you're going to get that shit done because not only do you have a deadline, but you're going to get that shit done because you don't want to spend 1 month shooting the same fucking scene because one of y'all didn't get any sleep and decided not to fucking do your damn rehearsal. I'm not going to be that guy. I'm going home after the rehearsal. If we're not filming that day, I might stick around and get people to run lines with me. Even if they're not on the set, be the janitor. He said, "Man, I gotta clean this place up. I'm gonna help you. Give me the broom." While we got that broom, we're running lines, and I know that sounds crazy as fuck. And people were like, "Why would you do that to the janitor?" I did say I was gonna help him, so I'm gonna help him. All right. I technically am a janitor, and there has been many a times where I'm in that bathroom cleaning, breathing the fuck out of ammonia, and thinking, I deserve better than this. I can run lines at work and nobody would ever know. They would just assume that I'm talking to myself, which is generally why I'm listening to TikTok or YouTube. I run lines at home. When I'm on this laptop, remember I used to do monologue Mondays. What if Mjolnir crash landed on a Native American reservation? All the strongest natives try to pick it up. All of them. But the one person in the village, in a tribe that they deem the least worthy, the most unworthy, the suckiest of suckified natives, the one that's sucking at life, he comes from the poorest, trashiest native family. It's just him and his old grandmother. They live at the end of the block. The tribe runs into trouble. They drag everybody out of the house. They even drag him and his old grandmother. And so the tribe decides, you're going to sacrifice anybody. You sacrifice him and his old grandmother. Now, I'm not saying the natives are going to betray their own. All right? But in the event that this does happen, I'm the guy they throw down beside the hammer. And they're like, this is what's going to happen. We're going to kill your grandmother, and we're going to kill you. And if we don't, we're going to kill all the tribe people. And I land by the hammer, and I say, no, not on your best day. And I have the worthiness to pick up Mjolnir. And out of nowhere, lightning strikes the hammer and throws everybody the fuck down. Even the tribal people who were going to betray me. Because that one act of courage of saying no would make me worthy of picking up Mjolnir. Saving even the people of the village who can't stand me because I'm the lowest man on the totem pole. The lowest native. The poorest native. The worst native. The native that doesn't have running water. The native that can barely feed himself and his grandmother. But they have somehow found worthiness of Mjolnir. And with that worthiness, picking up Mjolnir and becoming the first native Viking god of thunder, protecting his village and his grandmother. Now, rest of the backstory. This native knows that everybody hates him, but he still loves his people, which is why that's the secret of why he could pick it up. Because instead of bartering to save his grandmother and the rest of the people, he chose to save them. And he goes, no, there will be no killing today. You will not destroy anybody from my village. I know each and every one of my villagers, my tribal people, hate me, which is why they wanted me to be executed as a last-ditch effort to save this village. You can have me, but you can't have my grandmother. She's all I've got left. She's raised me from a child. Mjolnir sees that I am worthy. Mjolnir allows me to lay my hands on it and pick it up after 70 people in the tribe have tried. All men, no women, just men. And I, the most unworthiest, unluckiest, ugliest, smelliest guy in the tribe, and worthy of the power of a god. Think about that. Just think about that. And send it to Kevin Feige so he can give me a job. But like I said, I used to do monologue Mondays. I am going to bring that back eventually. I just have to find stories to tell. Because I could do Miguel O'Hara. Because technically Miguel is indigenous because he's half Mexican and half white. Well, Irish, still white. So I think I could pull that off. But I don't have the equipment I need to actually make the movie. I still have my Spider-Man Scarlet Spider fan film that has not been edited and still needs to be edited. So, I just want you guys to think about that. Now, acting, man, it's not that difficult. Getting discovered is the hard part. Remembering where you came from. Remember when you're sitting at that desk and everybody's jumping at your feet to take selfies and I want to take a picture with Echo Van Grey Wolf. He's charging us $60. No. You're not taking a picture with Echo Van Grey Wolf. You're getting charged $60. Now, if you come there and you're getting charged $5, yeah, then you're with Echo Van Grey Wolf. And the reason why I said that, because in another video I did mention that in my hopefully future wife, the flawlessly beautiful and dangerously sexy Zeta Zhang, will actually marry me, hopefully. But the point being made is that, you know, when it comes down to your fans, you gotta remember, without them, you don't eat. You don't buy good deodorant, good hair care products. People don't come to you to adore you. I might be a poor actor for the rest of my life. But as long as I'm working, that's all I want. So like I said, you know, Marvel gives me a job and I can't do anything else here because they won't allow it. That's why I make the thank you videos. Because of an incident that happened to me at GalaxyCon, knowing that I only had $60 to eat and I'm there for 3 days and this happened on the second day. Knowing that I need that little bit of money to get me through the night and the next day. Knowing that I can't afford to pay a celebrity $60, who honestly should just probably manage his money better. Because here's the thing. Don't buy what you don't need. Only buy what you need. So that you can buy what you want when you get your money straight. You need a good house. Dependable vehicle. Maybe 2 houses. One on the East Coast, one on the West Coast. But you don't need 13 cars. You really don't. Unless you have 13 kids, then you're going to need a car for each kid because they're not going to want a carpool. Because selfishness is the thing. Understand. Knowing who you are, knowing where you came from. Remembering that. And remembering that without them fans, you ain't shit. Will get you a lot further than knowing who you are and where you came from. And giving everybody the finger because you've made it. I will never do that. Once I make it, nothing has changed. Again, you can pull up this video and you're going to use it against me. But with this video, I got to honor my word, right? Because it's there. It's ironclad. It's like, yeah, well, you said. And it's your job to make sure that I don't change. Thank you guys for watching. I'm going to jump in the shower. So the next time you see me, I will probably be doing another prep show about singing. That being said, I'm your host, Echo Van Grey Wolf. This is Kung Fu Havoc number 2. Be seeing